first video in the first series of 2019, and as you can tell by the title, this is about self-love and self-acceptance. So it's going to be a 5-video series, and in each video I'm going to be addressing one specific method or tip that you can help to look in the mirror and love yourself more. So if I look down here a lot, I'm sorry, my notes are here because I did the research and I'm not just spewing this off the top of my brain. Although a lot of the stuff I've learned myself off by heart because I use these methods. These are tried and tested by me and they do work. So to start off today's video, I want you guys to understand that I'm by no means I'm not an expert. Yes, I've tried and tested these methods. I am still working with someone who is a expert and she's advised me on this before. So don't worry if I don't say certain things, it's because she's told me not to. If I say things, it's because I've actually asked her advice on this. So I do have a professional working on me with this. And let's get started. So today's video is about stop comparing. Stop comparing yourself to the Insta baddie, to the girl next door, to the chick who was in high school with you, who is now living the dream. You're all living the dream. If you are a mother of 2 with a cat and a full-time job as a teacher or, you know, a neuroscientist or whatever, and you don't find 10 minutes in a day for yourself, that is okay. Your life is no different, well, it's very different, but through the lens it is no different to that person over there who you're scrolling through Instagram and going, oh my god, I really wish I had that. Stop that. Because guess what? You are hurting yourself, you're hurting your kids, you're hurting your friends, you're hurting your family, all in an emotional way that really isn't healthy. And when I say you're hurting somebody, I'm not necessarily meaning you're leaving scars, but people notice when other people aren't happy with their lives. And I'm specifically talking about people who really have taken a step backwards instead of a step forwards when they are actually also living the life, but a completely different type of life. You don't need to be jet-setting around the world in order to be having the life. Okay, so to stop comparing, I'm going to go into 2 different tips to stop comparing yourself. One's going to be pretty harsh and one's going to be something you can work on yourself, and then like a mini challenge for you guys right at the end of the video. I have one request, that if you are struggling with something, pop a comment down below, DM me on Instagram, email me. My email will be down in the description box below. And the only thing is that if you do email me, please just use the title of the video as your subject, and then I'll answer you straight away. I am writing the challenge out for you on the blog. That'll be up on, this is going to go up on Friday, so the blog post will go up on Monday. So yeah, let's get into it. So today's video is stop comparing yourself, and 2 ways to do that is to take that Insta baddie out of your sight and look at your life through that same lens. Find picture perfect moments in your life that work for you. You don't have to necessarily sit there with the camera, but that's your camera. Take those memories and store them for yourself. Your Instagram page or your Facebook page does not need to be littered with the perfect moments in order to living the life. Tip number 2 to stop comparing yourself: stop looking at their strengths and what could be your weaknesses as that model or Insta baddie's strengths, and start looking at your strengths when you look in the mirror. What do I mean by that? Let's take Margot Robbie for instance. She's a blonde blue-eyed woman. I'm a blonde blue-eyed woman. She's not tall, but she's supermodel skinny and tall, and she's beautiful. I, on the other hand, am a short shit. I've picked up a lot of weight in the last year that I'm currently losing, but I shouldn't compare myself to someone like Margot Robbie when my body shape is completely different. A. B. My genetics are completely different. C. I don't look like that. Okay? And that could be used with anybody. That could be used with some of those of you who follow Kim Kardashian, or trying to think of, I really don't watch television anymore. I have no time. Trying to look. Any Instabaddie or any photo perfect person isn't necessarily photo perfect to what you are. I look at myself, let's go back to the one example that I can use. My hair is a little bit flyaway today, and it's really not what I would like it to be, but it is currently in a hair mask, so I'm just going to deal with it because that's what's going to make my hair healthy. And I've taken the time while I'm waiting for this to dry to speak to you guys because this is something that's really important to me. So yeah, number one. Number two, my strengths, my actual strength, I'm stronger than most women. I am very lucky that way. My shoulders, my boobs, my legs, my eyes, just going off the top of my head on what people compliment me on all the time, are not necessarily your strengths. If somebody goes, oh my gosh, I love your hair, and you go, and in your head you go, it's not that person's hair. Stop it. Your hair is... To break down what I've just spewed at you, because it's a lot of information, I've just realized, and it's 9 minutes long so far. Stop comparing yourself to the Instabaddies, take a step back and start putting the picture perfect moments in your head instead of on your phone or on your camera or whatever, because not everything needs to be shared with everybody else in order for it to be perfect. Second step, stop putting your weaknesses up against their strengths, find your own strengths. If it's your hair, if it's your eyes, if it's your bum, fine. And if you find, bonus third tip, if you find something you like about yourself but you're not 100% happy with it because you're still looking at that person, find a way to fine-tune it that's healthy for you. I'm talking if you don't drink enough water and your skin's horrible, drink water. Eat healthily. If you want a nice bum, do squats. Literally, people, it is that easy, and I know that some of you, I'm looking at friends of mine that I think of when I think of this challenge, because I've physically spoken to them and gone, listen, you need to look after yourself better, and they go, yes, I know, and they physically don't know where to find the time. I'm talking, if you need to do 5 squats a day, do it 5 down the stairs. Do it while you're waiting for the kettle to boil in the morning for your coffee, or the pod machine to pour the coffee. Do it while you brush your teeth. Make it your challenge. If you want a nice ass, and you don't know where to find time for squats, do it while you brush your teeth, people. I kid you not. It will work, and it will make all the difference. And now we're at the challenge that I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you 10 days. 10 days, okay? So, okay, let's say 14 days. So, when I post the 3rd video in this series, I'd like to know from those of you who have taken the 14-day challenge. I'm going to say 14 days because I've written 10 days, but it makes more sense to do 14 days if I'm going to be posting every Friday. I'm going to give you 14 days, and I want you to take a step back from your Instabaddy, stop looking at them, unfollow them if you must, and start finding your own picture-perfect moments, and actively go, okay, I don't like this about myself, how can I change it? For 14 days. Now it actually takes 21 days to make a habit, so if you can push it to 21 days, go for it. If you can't, that's fine. I know this is quite difficult for someone who's not necessarily in the right mindset, but 14 days kind of resets your mindset. So let's try this for 14 days and step back from your Instabaddy. Step 1, step back. Step 2, find your own picture perfect moments. You don't necessarily need to capture them. Step 3, start fine-tuning what you want for yourself. If it's a nice bum, if it's nice skin, if it's a healthier body. Literally, people, it takes 5 minutes a day, and I promise you it makes all the difference. Alright, so I'm going to sign off now. Peace, love, and rainbows. I love you, and I will see you next Friday. If you guys would like to follow me for more information, please take a look at the social media handles up above, and I will see you next Friday.